My name is Lauren, and today on my channel we check out the THcustom / JMK Epic Bypass Looper, something that I built. Alright guys, so this is the switcher. I'm going to go ahead and repower it because it's kind of neat to watch it power up. Get a little blinky light. And then it runs across the front, and the mode that it starts up in is called manual mode, and manual mode is the mode where it works just like if you were hitting the bypass switch on the pedal itself. So if I turn this on, I get the king of tone. If I turn this on, I get a DOD 250. Eventually it will be the pathos. When I put this on a real board, that's what that pedal will be. Same with this one. Right now I've got a DOD 201 plugged in phaser, but this will end up being an Electro-Harmonix Mod 11. And then I have an Electro-Harmonix Grand Canyon up here and an Oceans 12 reverb over here. And I'll go ahead and just show my clean tone. Nothing on. So when we turn the king of tone on, we get the king of tone. And then when we turn the DOD on, we get the DOD. Which is a little loud, so I apologize, but it's buried under the 201. So now we get the phaser. It's a very subtle phaser. I really like it. The Grand Canyon delay, which I think is currently set to Deluxe Memory Man mode. And the Oceans 12 reverb, which is set to shimmer. So that's the boring part. Now, when you switch over to the first bank, this is where the programmable side comes from. So when we hit this first switch, we get the King of Tone, the Grand Canyon, and the Oceans 12 all in one shot. So and when we switch patches over to the second patch, we just get the DOD 250. And when we switch over to the middle patch, we get the phaser in the Oceans 12. And here we have the DOD again, as well as I think the delay. And the last patch, we have the King of Tone and the phaser. And the Oceans 12, excuse me. Now, I'm sure you guys noticed in the video, or maybe you didn't, this is switching along with the patches, and that is being done through MIDI. This sends MIDI out signals, bank changes, and those are fixed values. You can change the channel that they go out over, the MIDI channel that they go out over, but you can't change the program change itself on the bank. So it goes up in banks. It starts with program 2 and goes up to program 6. And then when you switch to the next bank, it starts at 7 and goes up to 11. And so on and so forth over the 4 banks. Now, to program this thing, it's pretty simple. You go to the bank that you want to. Select the patch that you want to program. Actually, we'll grab an empty one. So right now there's no pedals on this. And in order to program what you want on there, you hold this down until you get a blinky light, and then you just click the pedals that you want to turn on. So for this one, we'll turn the King of Tone on, the Mod 11, and the Grand Canyon. And now they are all on, and you can check that. And you can see how a patch will sound before you commit to it. Once you like what you have chosen, you hold this down and it's programmed. And as you can see, it's really, it would be really convenient in like a live setting where you need to go from like a modulated delay into a reverb kind of clean sound into just a all-out distortion without having to click off 3 pedals and click on one other. It can all be done in one foot switch hit. So that's pretty, that's kind of the nice thing about these switchers. This is not a very big one. This is 5 loops with MIDI out. And there is no function to really run this in the effects loop. I mean, you could, but not very well. Not easily, anyway. In terms of MIDI switching, what I would end up doing, since these are fixed patches, program changes, I would just set each patch that I wanted to correspond with a bank change or with a patch change. I would just change the patch on here, either duplicate it or change it to go along with the button press. Anyways, that's the JMK/THcustom Epic Bypass Looper. You can't really buy these. You have to build them, and this is something that I built and had a great time building it. I want to say it was probably close to $150 in parts, so not too bad. Definitely cheaper than what you can buy in terms of programmability and stuff on the market right now. So anyways, any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Otherwise, like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching my video.